Alright, so this was requested by Small Mago back in February. Shows how backlogged I am. And this is Pro Doom, the original trilogy. Now, this is not the oldest video on the server by 2. The oldest video requested on the server is The Philosophy of Corellia, and it's a critical examination of Star Wars, and this was requested by the Overer. But I'm going to actually probably have to live stream that one because it is 2 hours long. And if I tried to render that, it would take all day. So we'll probably be live streaming that at some point. I just got to figure out a day to do it. I don't quite know off the top of my head when I'll be able to do it, but we'll give it a shot. But the next one is actually Baltimore's Guide to Warhammer, the Ravaged Stars lore, which I'm interested to see, and blanket, I will be getting to that one soon. But Small Magno requested Pro Doom, the original trilogy, by Civvie 11. And we're going to go ahead and check that out. I remember when Doom was released and how everybody was, like, it was a different time. Because everybody, like, the whole religious thing was just all over the place. Oh, oh, it's horrible, it's horrifying, blah, 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 this, blah, blah, that. And just meetings in Congress over, it was ridiculous. In any case, here we go. Pro Doom, the original trilogy.
What you got in there? In here? Doom.
Okay. Disturbing imagery, guys.
Hey kids, let's talk about Doom.
Doom.
Y'all know what Doom is. People say to me, they say, Pro Doom wins, Civvie. Actually, they say, where's Pro Blood Postmortem? I was waiting for End Blood to come out, and now it has, so...
Pitchfork,
soon.
go!
And since I wanted to do a video on Sigil, John Romero's upcoming whole new episode, it'd be a good idea to do Doom now. Now,
Alright.
you've seen Pro Wang, Pro Blood, Pro Postal, right? Pro Doom is going to be different, because I'm way better at Doom than any of those games. Because
Okay.
it's way, way easier. Doom is in my blood. If I ever have kids, they're going to come out circle strafing. Doom is the alpha, the omega, the original, one of the most important video games to ever exist. It's like
Yes.
Mario, but instead of plumbing, it's obsessive demon murder.
Yes.
I've spent more time with Doom than I have with my family. So while I'm probably going to revisit it again for, say, Thy Flesh Consumed, or Doom 2, and certainly Plutonia, but there are some ground rules here. 1, we play on ultraviolence, the
Okay.
gentleman's way to play Doom.
Yes.
2, while we are using a source port, GZ Doom in this case, we're using the True Color software renderer to get the most out of the dark areas and fuzzy specters.
Right.
What's the difference between the renderers, Civvie? You pedantic fuck. OpenGL isn't the same,
Okay.
it's just not. It kind of muddles everything, you know, smooths it out too much. 3, we're not using Brutal Doom. We are using Smooth Doom's weapons, though. Not the enemies, because I think that's altering the experience too much, because the enemies in Doom, they have a certain way of telegraphing their attacks. You'll see it. And also,
Okay.
I had to slightly tweak the shotgun in Smooth Doom because the timing was off. Not to toot my own horn here, but when I booted it up and picked up the first shotgun, I noticed immediately that it was off, and I had to fix it.
Okay. Yeah, that's off.
Number 4, no vertical mouse look coupled with Doom's original auto-aiming. Oh yeah. Number 5, no saving. When I die,
Right.
tough shit. It's back to the beginning of the level with nothing but your pistol. I'm excited. 6, I have to finish this can of Monster Ultra Zero Energy, which is easily the hardest part of this run.
Go.
Okay.
Let's go.
God, that's terrible. We're gonna kill the shit out of this meme.
I hate Zero Ultra Monster.
And of course, we start in the iconic E1M1 in Knee Deep in the Dead. Drink it in. When Doom came out, it was installed on more computers than Windows. I'm sure that includes the shareware version, which was Knee Deep in the Dead. I don't want to say that this is John Romero's finest hour. He only made 7 out of these 9 maps, and E1M4 was started by Tom Hall. But the ones Romero made are easily the best levels in Doom, and some of the most iconic and groundbreaking designs. You guys want to know why John Romero had an ego? Because he made the video game equivalent of Thriller, and on Ultraviolence, it's first-time player's worst nightmare. Shotgunners greet you almost as soon as you start. They're the chain gunners of Doom 1. Bastard hit scanners, but it's not like in a build engine game where they start shooting you as soon as they see you. Up close, they can be deadly, but I'm not worried. It's funny because on Ultraviolence, you get a shotgun from them in the first room, but on lower skills, you can't find one except in this secret. If you're stuck with the pistol, you poor bastard, here's a fun thing. The way Doom's pistol works is that it becomes less accurate when you hold down the fire button, but if you wait for its animation to finish and then fire again, your shots never miss.
There you go.
This is practically useless information because you will almost never use the pistol.
True.
It's taken me longer to talk about this level than it did to play it. It feels weird explaining how these monsters work to people because it's so much simpler than like any shooter I've done a pro series on, which is why this is only 1 episode. All the monsters telegraph their attacks. It's a little less noticeable on hit scanning enemies, but imps, pinkies, barons, cacodemons, cyber demons, spider demons, and lost souls.
Yes.
That's the whole enemy roster. I didn't count specters because they're just black fuzzy pinkies. And you don't even see half the monsters in episode 1. Imps throw fireballs. Get close and they claw at you. Treat with shotgun. If problem persists, treat with more shotgun. I bitched about how the timing was off in this mod on the shotgun, but it's important. This shotgun is the granddaddy of FPS shotguns, and it gets overshadowed by the absolute beast of a super shotgun in Doom 2. Still a great, powerful, satisfying weapon. Decent at long range, even. I forgot the pink demons don't show up until level 3, but when they do, they're right there. 3 shotgun blasts, 2 if the RNG's on your side, and of course, stun locking with the chainsaw.
Yes,
all the monsters have a certain dance you have to perform with them, but killing them before they started is the best way to play. Chain gun all these zombies and imps, my fucking god, running through these areas and just massacring all of them. Ah, it's beautiful. And then the game throws pinkies in there when you're doing that too much to be a bullet shield for the long-range monsters and to corner you. However, they still telegraph their attack, so you can just step out of the way, get a tiny bit farther away than their attack reaches. Here's the thing, I'm not thinking about this while I'm doing it. I'm watching this footage after the fact and explaining because this shit is muscle memory. Explaining certain areas in these levels isn't as important as in, say, Blood or Shadow Warrior, because Doom isn't that kind of a game. It's mazy. There are actually a couple of mazes that playing in software rendering will make more...
I miss that face in the bottom. Like...
difficult, like this one in E1M2 that leads...
I can't even remember when the last time I played Doom was.
To your first chainsaw, or... Oh, you know what? Yeah, we'll get to Halls of the Damned.
And see, that's why I have a problem with retro-looking games these days. Okay, I'm going to shut up until it's over.
Episode 1 isn't easy, exactly. It's easy for me because I've played it 1,000 times. It gives you a rocket launcher and a secret in the 3rd level, and just so many rockets after that. There's still a couple of places Episode 1 nearly gets me, like this room with central processing, which I got too early, by the way, because these levels, there's a shortcut through here. Okay, but... never mind. Here's this room. Much harder to deal with in 1993. Nowadays, it's still a bitch and I prepare. It's too cramped for rockets unless you know this is coming. I can completely bypass this maze in central processing with the blue key and a super secret door. I mean, I'm still gonna go through it and kill all these guys. Computer Station is the most Episode 1 level of Episode 1. It is by far my favorite. It's packed with traps, monsters, non-linear hallways. This level is too good. It's that penultimate challenge before the boss level that throws everything at you.
Boom.
A+. Since I know where all the secrets are, and I mean all of the secrets, I have so many rockets to use.
Yay!
I almost die. Almost. Because on Ultraviolence, the sheer number of specters in this arena is ridiculous. But I get out, and I win, and entering the Phobos anomaly technically kills you, or ends the level when your health is below a certain point, signifying the Doom guy has died and is on his way to hell.
There you go.
Yeah, this is fucking terrible. Straight into Deimos Anomaly. Let's talk about how Bobby Prince only barely avoided plagiarizing a bunch of metal and hard rock songs like AC/DC's Big Gun, Metallica's Master of Puppets, No Remorse, and also the Slayer, Pantera. You guys know. I can't do a side-by-side comparison because YouTube's copyright bots will get me.
Yep.
Anyway, if you're playing on lower skills, you may not even meet the Cacodemon here, because it's just a lost soul. Unless you find this secret with the plasma gun in it, which you should.
Oh,
Plasma gun
God,
is
those
awesome,
things
and
are
I try to
nasty.
save as much plasma ammo as possible for the Cyber Demon because, honestly, fuck that rocket duel stuff. The Cyber Demon doesn't take any splash damage from explosions. Okay, the Cacodemon. It's got a projectile you dodge and a melee attack you should
Yep.
never even be able to trigger if you're playing correctly.
Yep.
6 shotgun blasts, 5 if you're lucky, or stun lock it with the chain gun or plasma gun, or usually 2 rockets, but I avoid using rockets, especially when they're in groups because they tend to get separated and float away, or just beat the shit out of it. Episode 2 and 3 aren't as good as Episode 1. They're fine, mostly. I even like Containment Area, with the crate maze and the first appearance of the Berserk Pack. If you're a zoomer watching
Just
this, a
punch
Berserk
it.
Pack gives you 100 health and amplifies your regular punch damage by a factor of 10. For the rest
Boom.
of the level, not just when your
Boom.
screen turns
Pop.
red. Really
Pop.
useful for saving
Pop.
ammo.
Pop. Pop.
I'm weird, so I
Pop.
like these huge open levels
Pop.
full of secret paths. Most of these maps are credited to Sandy Peterson and were started by Tom Hall. It's weird because I don't know who to credit for this stuff exactly. Sandy Peterson made most of the maps in Episode 3. Tom Hall wasn't really interested in making a fast, brutal shooting game. He wanted to go back to its roots like Commander Keen, because I guess he didn't like money and success and Ferraris and stuff. How does he
Yeah.
have that same face?
I don't
There was a lot
know.
of infighting when nobody was listening to Tom Hall's ideas, as if he was in some sort of position of authority there. So the 2 Johns, John Romero and the benevolent hyper-intelligent architect of the post-singularity simulation we all live in, John Carmack, fired him. And then they brought in Sandy Peterson 10 weeks before the game was done. So keep that in mind when I knock Sandy Peterson's levels for being kind of trash. It's
Okay.
okay, everybody does it. Don't even get me started on the Doom Bible. Refinery is fine as a level. Another neat spike in difficulty where you've got 4 Cacodemons sitting in front of you in a cage at the start. Barons of Hell start showing up more regularly.
Yeah.
Nothing too difficult yet till you hit Command Center in a giant sprawling maze of a level that has some tough areas and even secret areas that you have to get to by going over pits of toxic sludge like
My mother threatened to throw me out of the house if I ever got caught playing this game.
this one here where the Baron is in the cage. This is a pain, but here's the thing. There's plasma gun and a bunch of ammo here, and you're going to want that for Lost Souls. Lost Souls are the worst enemy in Doom
God.
1. They're mediated a little bit in Doom 2 because the Super Shotgun 1 hits them, but here, I like to chain gun them, stun lock them, or if I have the ammo, plasma gun, just to keep them from charging. I hate them. Don't use the rocket launcher because they'll get right up in your face and you'll kill yourself. They usually come in groups, like larger groups than you'd see later when pain elementals would show up, because a pain elemental can be put down before they spit out 10 lost souls. Not here though. They're all individually placed in the map, and this secret and containment area thinks I'm gonna chainsaw them.
There you go.
Command Center, right? Another secret exit in this one that's not too well hidden, relatively, since after playing this game for 25 years, you forget what a mess all of this is. Secret level is Fortress of Mystery, which is the worst level in Doom. No doubt, hands down. Second worst is coming up in Episode 3. But fucking Fortress of Mystery is awful. You start off surrounded by barons, then a room full of cacodemons and an exit room that's just doors you open to get keys to open doors to get keys to see this unpegged texture here for no reason. One of the problems with Doom 1 is how repetitive certain parts of it can get with the relatively low enemy variety, which I'm going to sum up with this bit from Fortress of Mystery.
Yay.
The map I really want to talk about is the one that I have the most trouble with, probably in the entire game, which is Halls of the Damned. One section of Halls of the Damned. And no, it's not the fake exit, that's fine. It's the one in the dark. Yeah, this one. I mean, yeah, you can find a few pairs of light amplification goggles on this level, but
That's just creepy. I don't care who you are, that's just creepy. No. There it is. Ah.
Spawning Vats introduces you to the
No.
invincibility power-up, which reminds me to talk about the invisibility power-up. Okay, invisibility, Great for first-time players. A fucking curse for veterans. 'Cause what it does is it makes monsters more inaccurate, and they have a harder time hitting you. So muscle memory kicks in, and you dodge right into their projectiles. But invincibility, baby, yeah. An all-white God mode screen.
There you go.
What's better than that?
Until it wears off. There's a reason I loved the soundtrack for Doom so much. It's so awesome. And it's over.
There's more than one invincibility power-up in spawning vats, so you can just run through like a madman, which you should do here. All this is starting to blend together, and I'm only in hour 3 of this now. Getting to the Cyber Demon, Tower of Babel, the infamous Tower of Babel, the pants shitting heard round the world in 1993 because we didn't know how to circle strafe yet. It's just that there's all these goddamn lost souls everywhere, and specifically, one of them blocks my path and boxes me in here, so instead of using the plasma gun, I have to rocket duel. Thanks, you little fucker, real nice. I can take it into 3 health. That's the only death in this run, by the way.
That
the
sucks.
Cyber Demon is easy. He's big, he's mean, but once you get the hang of him, he's not a problem. He fires rockets in volleys of 3, and you can circle strafe around him, you know, like this, and I get to be extra careful because of the lost souls getting in my face.
Yay! Circle strafing was such a big deal back in the day. They accused you of cheating if you were playing online and you circle strafe somebody while shooting at them. It was considered like the biggest cheat ever.
But oh no, Deimos floats above hell itself.
Oh no!
So now you just jump down, I assume, because no falling damage. Or you rappel down from that.
Okay.
Oh god. This just tastes like citrus. It doesn't taste like any specific citrus. It tastes like artificial citrus. You know those Japanese sex robots they have?
What?
This is probably what their pussy tastes like.
Oh my
Straight
God.
into Inferno. Hell won't know what hit him. But also fuck this level from the start for making me pistol these cacodemons.
I think this is the one that got everybody's, like, shit all on a twist. 3 years later, you're still shooting the cacodemon. Yeah.
This episode is hell, by the way. The worst that Doom has to offer, because it's time for the infamous Slough of Despair.
Yay.
Where Sandy Peterson said, let's make a level shaped like a hand, and then did that, and it's Lost Souls, baby, and tight little spaces with pinky demons, and no chainsaw yet, and it's a little while before you can get to the secret plasma gun in this level. You will absolutely need it.
Yay. That's such a satisfying sound.
Ammo's tight for a while, so much so that when I get... Oh, right, the Lost Souls.
Yay.
What a way to end a level.
They
People
suck
gave
so
John
much.
Romero shit for Daikatana, but Slough
They
of Despair
suck
and
so
Fortress
much.
of Mystery should earn Sandy Peterson a flogging. Pandemonium is better, thankfully, even if I run out of ammo and have to punch.
Punch that demon in the face. Punch, punch. I cast fist. Come on, keep casting fist. Go. There we go. Punch. There you go.
Oh yeah, and also,
There you
finally
go.
pick up the BFG.
Yes.
It's magic. Okay, I guess if you want something a little more detailed, the BFG shoots a big green projectile that does a bunch of damage, pretty much nuking anything weaker than a monster they put at the end of an episode. But it's not done, because then it fires 40 invisible tracer attacks, and if you fire it into another room, but you keep facing the same direction and it hits, and then the tracers go into the room that you're in, the BFG is absolutely overpowered. But if you're gonna
like, the BFG was a legendary gun back in the day.
call something the big fucking gun, you better deliver.
Yeah.
Moving on, I don't entirely hate Episode 3. I even like House of Pain's aesthetic in the early level. All this skin and gore and shit, this is good. Unholy Cathedral can fuck right off, though. Hey, you see this crudely drawn sign that looks like a devil? It means there's demons in there.
Oh.
This teleporter puzzle is bullshit. 3 of them take you to the center, and 1 of them takes you over here, but then you gotta... Oh, Jesus. I'm in the 4th hour now, and even pros get tired. And sloppy. These levels are getting worse. Like this last part of House of Pain is actual pain. Look at this. It's a hallway full of med kits with a damaging... This is dumb. This is dumb. Mount Erebus isn't bad, I guess, except this fire blue building. If you kids don't know what fire blue is, it's this.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, that's a headache.
But then you get the secret exit to Warren's, which I like to think of as revenge on the first level, because now I have weapons and a BFG. This was designed to use a rocket to blow yourself over there, but just strafe run. Don't use a rocket. Yeah. Warren's just starts off as the first level of the episode until you get to the end, and then there's a cyber demon. Blast him and forget about that invincibility. I don't need invincibility to beat a cyber demon. Boom. What I do need is to kill him, take all the rockets, use the invincibility, and just piggyback invulnerabilities while rocketing everything in the level, not having to worry about splash damage, which gets me to this part with the missing lower texture. Fucking roll! Yeah, that's right, I raw Doom. Suck it. I just want this to stop. Next up is Gate to Limbo, the most disappointing penultimate level in the history of penultimate levels. There's only 47 monsters, and the only thing hard about it is the fact that you have to run around over damaging floors to do a teleport puzzle. It's bullshit, and I only know how to do it because I've done...
I hate puzzle games. Hate. Loathe. Cannot stand.
Done it 1,000 times. Now to the ultimate disappointment, the Spider Mastermind, who can be killed with 1 BFG blast. I'm gonna kill everything in the level anyway, let's go. Because I'm not focusing my BFG blast, it takes 4 to kill the spider, which is weird.
Yay!
Don't marathon this shit because Doom starts high and ends low. Oh shit, I forgot.
Bunny.
Ugh. Alright, we're done with the boomer juice. I'm irritable, my hands are shaky, but we're done. We're gonna do Thy Flesh Consumed another time, because I hate like 85% of it. And because I'll have to disregard Rule 5, because I'm not pistol starting Perfect Hatred 20 times. Fuck that. Fuck all of this. Fuck Doom. Doom sucks. I wonder if Sigil will be out on time.
Oh my god. Okay. Doom, like, when Doom came out, I was about, I think I was either 9 or 10, and I didn't know what the big deal was, and back then they had Doom in arcades, and you had people protesting the game, talking about violent imagery, pretty much the same as today. It's ridiculous. But, oh man, people were going ape over this game. It's like, you kill demons. Oh, it's messaging. It's subliminal. They're trying to subliminally message Satan into our brains. I'm not kidding. Those were actual arguments. Subliminal messaging Satan into your brain. They were playing... My childhood had some really stupid ideas in it. They were talking about how if you played certain songs backwards, you'd hear messages from the devil. Congratulations. I don't get it. It is what it is, but this game caused so much controversy it wasn't even funny. And it was one of those things like that, like, let's see, what was some other things? What was that? 2 Live Crew got arrested like 3 years before because of an album they put. They actually got arrested for an album they put out. I never listened to it, and I still ain't going to because I don't have any ambition to. But then this game came out, and it was they were projecting end of times. It's the end of days. You're shooting JPEG demons in hell. There you go. People were so much more like you like to think that people are too sensitive today, but they were just as sensitive back then over different shit. You know, those little parademons and stuff like that, it drove parents absolutely insane. The boomer crowd. It was what it was. In any case, like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. I have a Patreon down below. Jump over to Civvie 11's channel. Give him a like as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this one because this one took me back. This is just pure nostalgia. I think the first time I played Doom, I got a computer when I was 15, 16, and I had 2 games on it. One was in a file that was hidden because my parents couldn't find it. It was Doom. And I had Birth of the Federation. It was a Star Trek game made way back in the day by a gaming company called Microprose. Which, if I could pick up a game right now and emulate it, and just put it on my computer, it'd be that. Because if I had the skill to do it still, because I spent so many hours in those games, and then I learned about tribes, and then I learned about putting the Captain America skin on and running around on the Russian server where they had such horrible pings, it wasn't even funny. But enough about my war crimes. In any case, where was I on this? If you'd like to request something for me to check out, just jump to the Discord. Now, this one took since about February, but what happens is people vote on things in the Discord, and, something eventually is popped up to the top. And I always go back and try to watch the older requests if they haven't got any attention. So eventually I will get to something that you request. It might be the Heat Death of the Universe. We might be seeing Cthulhu rise, but I'll get to it eventually, hopefully. In any case, I'll catch you guys next time. No matter what you guys do today, you guys have a good day. And now I will hit button.